The COVID-19 pandemic changed lives across our community. Loss of jobs and school closures created new challenges. People wondered where their next meal was coming from.
Food's very basic. It's a necessity we all need. And when people think that there won't be any, there's sort of like that little panic thing.
Well, everybody needs food, and I'm not sure if their unemployment's going to get added, or if they don't have money, they're going to need food.
Stress, depression, and violence grew as the weeks went by.
The stress that this isolation, working remotely, just all of this has had on people can be really traumatic depending on the situation that people are in. We're all experiencing this extremely differently.
People struggling with mental and behavioral health or substance abuse, violence in the community, those didn't go away, but they're being magnified by the challenges that our community suffered during the lockdown.
United Way of Benton and Franklin counties was there to help like we have been for more than 60 years. Our COVID-19 Community Response Fund quickly filled gaps to make sure people in our community would still have access to food.
These are all items I was out of. It's like God was looking over your shoulder saying, these are the things that she needs. I have terminal cancer and use oxygen, so I am a target if I leave the house.
And access to mental and behavioral health services.
Thanks to the United Way, we are able to continue our mental health services, our therapeutic services to survivors of sex trafficking here in the Tri-Cities. We're able to do that online. They're still able to meet together as a survivor support group. They're still able to get the counseling they need. They're still able to get the therapeutic services they need. It's just not the way we used to do it.
We grew collaborations with individuals, businesses, and area nonprofit agencies to quickly address the challenges in a way that no single agency could alone.
There are a lot of nonprofits who either had to cut back on staffing or working from home. They didn't have fundraisers on staff. Maybe they were all volunteers. Or they had fundraisers that were canceled, or their thrift shops were closed. And so their capacity to refill the bank as they were serving people was limited to non-existent. So we really looked at how can we help them continue to step up to the plate and serve people when they couldn't raise money themselves.
Now, the emergency response to COVID-19 is passing. Our community needs us now more than ever as we all focus on recovery and rebuilding. You can help our community emerge stronger and healthier.
When we are all able to return back to work, we are anticipating quite an increase in our services because of the fact of those needs that were put on hold during the meantime. The fact that when people go through stressful and anxiety-producing situations, it takes a while to be able to heal and process through that.
Yes, we have seen a definite increase in need of services. For most of us, this has been a really difficult season, and we've been faced with bouts of anxiety or depression or confusion. The clients we work with have depended on the people around them to be the stronger ones as they're healing.
When you give to our local United Way, we make sure it's going where it's most needed. We look at what's happening in our community and fill the gaps which grew even bigger during the shutdown.
The disclosures of child abuse are down dramatically, at least 40%. And that makes sense too because the kids aren't in school. And so unfortunately, the majority of children who are abused by someone that they know. And now many of them are isolated with the very people that are abusing them. And they have no way to tell anybody.
The state agencies are telling me to be prepared because the unemployment is going to spike this. People have been out of work for a longer period of time, and so they're coming to the food bank.
So we've seen a lot of increase in online exploitation, a lot of people grooming children in particular who are now home and on their devices all day. So we're seeing a lot of parents calling in and looking for help for their kiddos that way.
Your gift shapes a future where no child goes hungry, where everybody has a safe place to sleep, where students have the tools to succeed, where anyone can access mental health services, a future that we all want to live in. Give today to help our community rebuild and make our new normal the best it can be. United, we shape the future.